The music in this is kind of good. It kind of blends in with the horns. But they're there. Happy Sunday. I don't even know what I'm listening to anymore. We got horrors coming from everywhere. Alright. Guess we could just continue.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Oh, come on, Sonny. Six to 10, all days. Fresh breakfast and lunch.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Yeah,
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray. Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
Is that a dog?
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the Hop Dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
I got hiccups.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
I mean, they're being awful judgy.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
He can fucking see you, that's for damn sure.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me.
Prostitution is the
Yes.
lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
That's fucking crazy.
Zip is a tricky little son of a bitch. He always has been. But seeing this, I didn't know him to be like this.
Me neither, Marty. But maybe this neighborhood changed him. Or the city.
Yeah, maybe.
Old Zip's a fucking racist. An insectus.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
I think which one sounds good. Oh, I thought it should stay with us. That's bogus.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Is he a mix between Frank Sinatra and Elvis? Hit the Elvis hair, but come fly with me. That's a Frank song.
In another life, I'd love to be a rock star.
You're already one, Marty. For me.
Ah, thanks, boss.
Almost ham and tomato.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Quasi meat and cheese. All but bacon and chocolate. All for foul pancakes. Homemade chocolate and black onions. Touché soufflé. What else has he got? Just like homemade burgers and hot dogs. Whole Zip knows best. Supersized hot dog with a synthetic sausage. Chocolate mix. He puts chocolate on everything?
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
Isn't that kind of being
As
racist?
always.
Calling him a trash panda?
What insight?
Fuck the king?
Well, that's a good question, pal.
Where all the colors go.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Alright, I think that's it. I think we're talking to Zip.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old
You tell
friends?
tatted up.
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere, yet. But we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Yeah, baby.
Hell, Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been
Mongrel
kinda
Mick.
weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine.
Do we now?
Yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my
Maybe.
guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
I mean, your
Okay,
insurance should
okay.
cover that
Whatever
shit,
you
right?
need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
All right,
Have
let's
you
get some
ever
more
been
deets
to
on the
that
Czar Club.
place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look,
Yeah, well,
I'm
it
sorry,
is.
Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, football.
Ha!
So,
dishwasher?
everyone's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
So,
about that
Kazenko.
woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
Knows it. I mean,
That
really dangerous.
Is 100%
She's got
correct.
the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
What about
You
you,
didn't
buddy?
get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
Aw.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans?
Let's go!
Dying behind the bar?
What's up, Nibbler?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. but somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
You sure talk a lot.
And maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me.
Alright, we got 9 things in our notebook. Not long after the meat war and the following economic crisis in 893, a fire almost destroyed the entire city of Clawville. Baxter, what up? Originated in the Ratwood district, not even the River Times was able to stand in its way. It was a fiery hell incarnate, after which the city had to be built up again almost from scratch. Meat replacements or meat substitute foods made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread nowadays, and not only popular with predators, but also all kinds of animals. Mongrel Maker is one of the infamous henchmen of M. Wessler, known by many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Marty have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters. Others intact. Yeah, you're gonna miss that jump one day, Fish, and I'm gonna laugh. Singing sensation at the Millions, and later became the owner. Not much is known. Quite strange, acting strange. He was trying to withdraw from his own shady businesses to live a simple life with simple pleasures. And it's just not like him. Old enemy became a good friend over the years. He's a raccoon. Used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole city. In a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be rather useful police informant. Zip is getting old. He still has his old connections. It's worth questioning about everything. But time has had its way with him too. Zip was delivering information to Ibn up to a couple years ago. He was already working as a police informant then, so he made me reporting to both sides. A sneaky little bastard. Alright, let's go to the bar. Or the club.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
Yeah, it looks like you're just crawling along.
The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Oh, is that Lewis? Lewis.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
Yeah.
That was kind of deep.
It's not.
Was
just
deep.
bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
It was.
Amazing.
Alright, so we can't talk to her? Talk to her boy. Oh, we
Hey,
can
that's
talk
your
to him.
old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Oh, now we can talk to him.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Lewis.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Amazing.
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
You know?
Gotta take a look around everywhere.
I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
He's a gentleman.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
Cluck off.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Because he's
Do you
rich.
remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty.
Oh.
And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Hilarious.
Huh. I like this.
Why's that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's try and get in the club.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that
We
a
would.
rhetorical question?
McChickenwood.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Alright, I wonder what his name is. Let's roll with it.
Pal?
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Now stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list?
The list.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
can't come in.
Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like, coppers. who live this land.
Coppers.
I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
do you
Listen
want?
here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But
Yeah,
of
Luke's my
course,
boy.
Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What about your boss?
Can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Alright, let's go holler at Lewis.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No,
There you go.
no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Whoa.
jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Call him a fucking bunny, dude.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look,
We never found out his
this noble
name.
pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'argent, sir.
And as for you, You owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
All right, we're going in.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother.
Welcome to the Tsar Club, baby.
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Ah, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Look at that guy. We got a waitress, we got some big bucks. We got all kinds of stuff. Alright, let's start with the... Ooh.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What? Oh,
Nothing, I read it somewhere.
fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an
You're a
evil
rusty old cock
little
nibbler.
child.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again. What?
I liked it.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Is she a squirrel?
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Yep, that's pretty
Look,
much everything they're talking
I'm
about.
sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
So did we take the booze?
Come to daddy, darling.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie. A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see, right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does, actually.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Tell me, hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
Ooh, $5 whole.
Sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Okay, but he doesn't want to tell us anything.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia. Way before
I'm tired.
Clawville. Another
I
place.
had a long weekend.
And another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
All right, Filmar.
Well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr.
Blow me.
Dumbass alias Filmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
Turkey man.
Stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal.
I'm
By the
feeling a
way,
little clucked
What are
tonight,
you
too.
two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out. Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
It was like right in our
I
grill,
feel
too.
exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something
thing.
like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well,
Amongst
good luck,
others, huh?
guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Hey, she
Any
hired us.
useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Filmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back. Just one more thing, Filmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
You
Yeah,
think
look,
we're
Columbo.
walking into a trap. You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
I'm like such a
Yeah,
5-year-old.
Phil.
Crazy cock. That's
You
funny.
too, old fart.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
We talk to him? You're not.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Who's his dame?
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal. Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Hey,
Chicken
Rainy House.
police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The
The
name's
Rooster Coppers.
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh,
He
yeah.
sure did.
I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the
It's New
crap,
Year's Eve.
Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr.
Sure you are,
Wessler
buddy.
had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Ah!
Nice
You know about
bunker
this
you
club,
got
yo?
here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Oh, we getting into the
I'm not as
dirties?
exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about
I
something
mean,
else?
shoe fits, right?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look,
All right.
detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
6 months,
just,
eh?
Routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, Detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Alright, let's dig in.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Alright, he's tricky. How did you feel when you heard about the
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He's mistrustful, okay. Why didn't you just call the cops? Let's just go with that one.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Minus 15?
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
Alright, we'll just bone this one
I don't
up.
know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Well,
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Alright.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's
Kind of
past?
been vague about it.
I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Do you think one of her fans
Yeah.
is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe.
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like
AG,
the
huh?
kiss on the hand, flowers, Bowie type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Thermal threats in the past. Did everybody ask that? Let's ask it again. Because we're not going to go to the police station. That's prying again.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Fuck.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
Fuck.
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse, So, how was it, when was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah, the millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here, only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her.
I just realized something.
Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was
But I'll
me.
keep it a secret.
Then one day, I invited her
This is a
for a
spoiler.
drink with the promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's
Birdman.
expensive. You get what you can afford.
I guess we have no
You
choice.
live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
On weekends.
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
I do. Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, huh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
Oh, we lost 10 on that?
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Should we try for 100%? Let's try it again.
Wessler is a tricky... How did you feel when...
Honestly,
And...
now I'm kinda in...
Good point.
Thank you.
No.
I'm sorry to...
You seem a very...
Eh,
Would you... you mean reduce...
there are such plans, If you're interested, talk to Olivia.
Thank you. That's it for now.
We should have listened to that one because we didn't click on that one. That was my bad, y'all. Oh, your alibis, Mr. Wessler.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time... Were there any similar I mean, an attack?
I've noticed.
Ah, I don't remember.
Do you think when someone is...
Why not?
It's a typical... I get it. Have there been...
Right to the...
Well...
You do that.
Dope.
Would you be willing to test...
You're joking, right? Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oops.
Is she completely...
As I've told you, Natasha's a free...
Are you...
I never...
Nice.
Fuck.
So Natasha... Always... So...
I think we did worse. No, we did exactly the same.
Wessler is a tricky guy.
All right, so how'd you feel?
When you...
Honestly?
And...
No.
Good point.
Thank you.
No.
I'm sorry to...
Did we get points for that one? I don't fucking remember. I mean, I guess I could just look it up. All right, so it is that one.
You seem a very busy... Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now. Is this place yours?
No, it's not mine.
Never been yours in the past?
Yeah. Why do you ask questions you already know the answer to, huh? Yeah, it was mine. Now it belongs to Natasha. She's my girlfriend. What a coincidence.
How are your alibis, Mr. Wessler?
We lose points on the other one, too.
Suspect? That was fast. But thank you for asking. They're solid. Just ask Olivia. She can enlighten you in this matter, too. If you're curious.
No need. And no, you're not a suspect. Yet. No more than everyone else in Clawville.
That's, reassuring.
Wessler is tougher than I... Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha
Anybody.
doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe.
Why not?
It's a typical moat.
Yeah. Attorney General.
I get it.
He got pissed about that one, but did he get points? Because then he did start talking.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend.
Well, it really seems like a dead end.
You do that.
Fuck.
The mob boss and the...
Huh?
A simple answer would work. You don't remember.
Ah, yeah.
I guess she...
The next day, she had the call.
Well...
Yeah, there are many kinds of...
Do you live in the same house?
Yeah, if you...
I see.
Yeah, if you say...
So Natasha feels like she's in grave...
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Illegal game.
You got me.
Always putting it all...
Yeah, you're...
So...
I don't see why not. But first...
Alright, well that's better. We missed one. Are we missing this clue? Is what I want to know.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Did we miss our chance to talk to Olivia? Old Sonny.
Sonny. Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Eben will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey, I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
We're gonna wrap it up
She
right here,
wore
y'all.
danger
I'm getting
like
ready to
a
fall asleep.
perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Alright, y'all, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there. I am sleepy as fuck. So, drop a like if you haven't already. Drop us something for new. I'm out.